Alright, this is day 11. I'm calling it the hammer and nail. It's a montage of clips that I tried to salvage from my crummy recording day. As you can see, we're starting out the day with the camera not centered correctly. It is going to jump around like this through the whole thing. So I can understand if no one wants to watch the rest of this video, but I have about 4 rolls in here. I'm starting out the roll with Johnny. Johnny and I kind of get into it from standing. I was going to pull him into the ashi, and then we kind of play into a 50-50, and then we go off camera, and I had to cut it. And we come back, I get Johnny in a Kimura grip, and I just flip him over. He straightens out and gets out of that. And he goes into his own single AX, which I push the leg off, and he feeds into an X guard. Here I totally was frozen here. You'll see Johnny get ready to shoot in for a double, and boom, takes me down. Nice job, Johnny. I constantly see elbows open here, so I'm going for probably another Kimura. My whole day was Kimuras. And again, the camera goes off. The camera really likes these other guys that are going here. For some reason, they want to focus on them. I had a Kimura, and Johnny decided, well, let's just take his back. And then I think he was going to come up for a Dars. He was just a little too high, and I just posted on his hip and took him over. That's a pretty common sweep for me. People get up high, and I just scoop my hips into them, get my hips underneath them, and then push on their hip. Again, it's not ideal, but it's kind of like my jiu-jitsu was tonight. Just not there. And Johnny throws my legs by, takes my back. He had my back quite often in this roll, getting in hooks, and so I tend to I was kind of playing with that hand, but now I want to defend that top arm. That top arm is the choking arm, and I want to get my back to the mat. So you'll see me go here. Johnny puts a claw on my near arm. He should have actually went to the far. He starts to do it, but then just comes up. Again, he's high, and I kind of post on him, and he recovered better. He came down to a knee, so I couldn't pull him in. So from here, I should have off-balanced him or created an angle to take his back. I just kind of pushed him back up. Sit down. I overhooked his leg, and that was the end of the round. Again, we'll go into another round here. This is Jackson. I've never rolled with Jackson before, so I didn't know what to expect. Nogi is something I'm trying to work on, so sometimes these people have a little more. Oh yeah, Jackson here gets a really nice setup here. He's got an underhook, which I let him have. I let him have that I shouldn't have let him have, and he had a nice little throw. So that was totally not anticipated by me. So I sit up here, and I'm kind of in this daily Hiva, hooking onto him, and I was gonna feed. There you go. I feed it across. I was gonna try to take his back. And then we cut out there. So we don't know what happened. Maybe I got it again. I think I got it again and was able to get him down. I have him in a Kimura grip, and I'm trying to get my bottom hook in. But he's doing a great job of keeping that leg flat on the ground. And then anytime I try to hip him over, he has great weight distribution there. And again, we lose it. This is a one where I think we went back to close guard. Again, the camera apparently likes this other guy. I don't know who he is. The guy that's standing, but the camera seems to focus on him quite a bit. So I hit him in my close guard, and then I was trying to get better position on him. You can't see him here. I was able to get my leg over and thought I'd go for an omoplata, but as you can see right here, his right arm is overhooking my left leg, and I can't pull it out. So I'm just going to wait a little bit until he decides he's going to do something. He decides he's going to roll. His left arm is wide open. I'm slowing this down just a little bit because this is kind of a neat transition. I kind of grab his left arm, and I circle my right leg out and go to an omoplata on the opposite side, which I then proceed to get the roll and then come up. Now I was going to shoot a guillotine right here, but he had his shoulder close to his chin, so I really couldn't sneak that in. I guess I could probably put it on his face, but Jackson's doing a pretty good job here. Now I wasn't sure what Jackson was going to do here. I felt like he was going to go for a, yeah, that's what I thought. I felt like he was going to go for a buggy choke here. He's got long legs. I posted on his face and came out of it. Again with the Kimura. Here I'm going to do this top side or dorsal kind of Kimura attempt, and I think the camera goes wacky here too. I don't think I got this. Oh yeah, I didn't. I came back up. He hooked my leg, and I just kind of fell back to kick him over. Or now I kind of proceed to go into a kind of a crucifix with the Kimura grip. And I think our round ends fairly soon here. He's going to come up. I was kind of hoping that I could work a guillotine here, but it didn't. And I think the round ends right here. That's Jackson. The next roll is with Nico. Nico is a white belt, and he primarily does gi. So we were kind of talking about beforehand. You want to know if you could do gi stuff and no gi. So here's where you see him kind of pulling guard if he were to have a gi sleeve. And I just kind of push the leg over. Here I'm going to give him a little advice saying, you know, if I get in this position, you should be working to put me in front of his legs. He shouldn't be comfortable right here. So he should try to work back to guard. Now this next roll is with Ben. Ben is a brown belt, and Ben proceeds to choke me out in like 30 seconds. And so I'm like, okay, let's go back to that again. Get back up in here. He pulls guard. I want to get him flat on his back, and he's trying to get underneath me. And what I want to worry about is him getting shin to shin and getting into that single leg X. I'm going to move from side to side here. I'm going to see how he moves. I go to the left. I go to the right. Trying to get him on his back. Here I get him on his back, and I get my leg on his thigh. But from here, he got the inside position with his hook, and that's bad news for me. I was kind of working around. I thought I'd try to go for a knee bar. He pulled that out, and he's kind of in an X guard right here already. I think he was gonna go for a toe hold, but I just pulled through on that. We go off camera because now the camera's not moving, of course. And as we come back in the frame, he has me at my back and an armbar. I think that was his second submission for that roll. We start again. I went to shoot for a kind of a heel pick. I pulled that back, and we're back in. He's back at my back. And I think the round ends fairly soon here, but not before he threatens a choke. I think he got this choke too. Or maybe he had it and he just kind of rolled through. He's like, a mercy roll for me. Oh, looked like he was going to work some, we're trying to work a triangle. Wasn't sure if he was going for the monoplata or a triangle here. And as we end here, it's kind of the way it goes. Not every night goes the way you want it to. I could have easily not showed up today. I was tired, stayed home and done like a little flow roll and recovery roll, but I want to get in and get some rolls with these guys, no gi, since that seems to be where the fun is. Later.